it is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today. Much love going out to all the beautiful, empowered harmonizers. And I want to give a huge shout out. Thank you so much to all the viewers. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your comments, your insights on the community here in support of each other. I really do appreciate you for relaying some of the specifics that you've gone through, sharing with the community, supporting others in the community, and making comments and connecting with others, because it's so important to connect with others and receive that heartfelt validation and understanding when you've been through a toxic relationship, been at the hands or the mercy of someone who has devalued and discarded, someone who has really taken you out at the kneecaps, the heart caps, where you have become very bewildered at the hands of a very sophisticated, harmful individual. Sophisticated meaning that they have wiring within their neurology which is different from the mass or bulk of society, and it gives them an ability to pathologically lie, distort the truth, tell people things that are not factual in nature, very profound errors of statement, which can cause a lot of corruption of the heart, corruption of the mind, corruption of societies. And it is that now which you have found yourself ensconced in and need to get back on your feet after. So I just want to thank you so much for sharing, and I'm so glad you have found the channel. And so we are zooming in and focusing in today on, I'm just looking at my notes here. What we are going to zoom in and focus in on one of the more problematic issues or components of psychopathy or antisocial personality disorder is their ability to turn on others. Their ability to engage in character assassination, their ability to go against and try to entrance others against the good of humanity. In other words, they're going to ridicule and make fun of those who are good, talented, humane individuals. They're going to, betray the trust and beguile the good in order to get what they want, in order to either get fame, fortune, status, power, whatever it is that this individual is trying to accomplish. They will accomplish it by making fools of the most talented, the most humane, the people who really have earned the trust, who have given their trust, who have given their true focus, attention, ability, money, energy, all these things which are the good. It is their ability to turn on this very proclamation or this very state of accomplishment or state of being. So in other words, they have the ability to, like in the book, the Sociopath Next Door, Dr. Martha Stout. She is writing in some of her chapter about a character study of a psychopath individual who she calls Skip, who is the head of a corporation, yet, he has, attained his heights oftentimes through psychopathic means, and how he will then make fools of his employer, even though they are completely 100% trustworthy and doing a good mission. So he will take out those people, even if they are so accomplished, so giving, really the builders of that corporation, the good people, the golden hearts. They will go after really those people because they make like the juiciest targets to them. And the more that they can make these people jump or feel threatened, the better the prize, the better the target, the better the reward for this types of individual. So it is to understand that this is a typical quality of someone who is antisocial or psychopathic. So if you've encountered this, the attack of the good of your being. It is to understand that that's the culture that these people, it's the fear that they thrive on. So that is the understanding which separates really the good from the bad. Really, if you can look at it, and that's why it's so important that you then gravitate towards your humanity, gravitate towards the good, the morals, the higher upstanding qualities which are enduring, that the taking care of the needy, all these sort of movements that are profoundly good inherently in nature. It's important to get on that side and away, get into that rebirth within yourself. Like we're coming up on Easter here. It's really, you can almost equate it to, being put to trial, your own humanity, your own accomplishments, that which truly are eternal within you. If you understand what I'm talking about, if you have really been hurt on that level, then you will know deeply with which I am talking about. It is to reignite, realign your consciousness, your spirit with that integrity, with that will, with that divine human quality within you, which is to be aligned with humanity in all its various forms that it plays out. Whether it's, holding the door for someone who is struggling, to help someone who is crippled, they are newly on crutches, and to get the door and say, oh my gosh, what happened? It is to have that heart for strangers, or to have the heart for others who are suffering. It is to have the heart for yourself to say, I will work for the good, and I align with the good. So it is to understand that that is a very typical quality and experience, and how important it is then for you to engage in positive, orderly direction thinking and move yourself on a daily basis more in alignment with your mission, with your values, with your humanity. And humanity is strong, powerful, like an eternal flame. It is more powerful than that which has tried to take you down. So begin to remember that. Begin to really reaffirm that through your actions, through your movements, through your behaviors, through the changes that you make. Begin to really acknowledge that and validate that. And you will see that humanity will begin to become, more of humanity will become attracted to you. In other words, people will approach you. You will begin to attract signs and omens, like the book The Alchemist. I highly recommend you read this book by Paulo Coelho. I think a viewer had also read this book. I would definitely recommend it because it gets you to awaken up to a very real and it will real aspect of life, and it'll really inspire you to understand how important you singularly are when you engage in originality, when you engage in creativity, when you follow your personal legacy, when you really understand that each person has this, and it's your opportunity in life to tap in and enhance this and share this with the world, and whether to whatever degree, but that the fact that success will leave clues, and success will basically come to your heart's door. You'll understand, you'll start to see things manifest in your life, whether it's through feelings, emotions, visions, seeing animals, seeing images, things that inspire you and really come into your being. It's the feeling of the mystical or the miraculous, which you want to feel or engage in. Those opportunities will become more abundant when you align with that, and you'll see life is conspiring to give you what you want, and you'll say, wow, my life is now, I'm creating my life, my goodness on command. And this is the life. This is the good life. This is going to actually realistically get me to my dreams. And that is where I want to be. I'm going to live the dream. That, and, it'll help move you. It'll help, move you into that experience and to understand that it's like this relationship was like a massive speed bump. It's just, it was like a temporary, lull in your energy, but begin to get, put some fire, put some gas back in your, juice yourself up, put a little bit of effort into aligning with your humanity. Whatever that means for you, begin to take action. Begin to really become more sensitive and more physically and, kinesthetically in touch with that. Whether it's, becoming part of a committee, or becoming part of a movement, or becoming part of a creative group, or meeting with people who are that in that celebratory manner, whether it's a religious group. Find something that really kind of uplifts you and gives you something to look forward to and be part of. I think, people really need to engage in that. And then your recovery date can be part of that, because it'll get you to go new places, out of the ordinary, out of the, if I didn't schedule this in, it would never happen. So it's so important for you to schedule in this recovery date, whether you just go to a material fabric store, a pet store, a library, a bookstore, a hardware store, something that can, give yourself a chance to receive and develop in those areas where you want to be. I think I could create a successful business if I just did this, or I'd be a better person if I did this. I would be happier if I did this. I would feel safer if I did this. I would feel better about myself if I did this. All these sort of questions and experiences will help move you, and you don't have to be like, like, I'm so excited. Like, it can just be a calm, collected change. You can stay within balance and keep your perspective. You can take change little by little is what I'm trying to describe to you, but make sure you schedule those in. Make sure you follow up on the recovery date. Even if you're taking yourself out to a new restaurant that has a specific cuisine which you haven't had or you want to try, you're expanding your palate. See, this is the recovery date. Maybe it's going and learning about a new type of plant or animal or mineral or crystal, or a different area of life that you would like to study, engineering, or the internet, or the economy, or politics, or lobbying. There's specific areas that you can study and that you can then go and visit or study on your recovery date. So I encourage you to take a little bit of energy to give to yourself and to receive, and see how that can build and accumulate, and it'll help you grow fully, and you will not be impaired by the hazards of these other types of individuals, but you will be able to see that you are standing in a tower of light that is able to shine forth, and you will be able to see that light will expose into the hazardous or other dangerous individuals which you have encountered and do not want to become part of or pull in your energy field moving forward. This is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for the tools, videos, discussion, and support.